Good morning, everyone, guys. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah. Hari, I think it's your problem. Just check it. Okay. Now, so whoever have enrolled for the group for this course, please add your names to a WhatsApp profile and then ping hi in the chat so that your name comes over there. Okay. Now let's look at what we have learned in the yesterday class. Yesterday we started looking at internal implementation of Hashmap. Can someone tell me what is the internal data structure used by Hashmap?
It's a node array.
Yeah. Why node array? Why not something else?
Because node array, I mean, a node object consists of three variables in it. One is the key, other one is the value, and the third one is the hash code of it. And
the fourth one would be the address of next node, which we haven't discussed yet.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So when we add a data to the hash map, so basically it calculates the hash code of the key what we are passing to it, and based on that, like, it will select the index of the hash map. But generally, we have 16 indexes available in the hash map, and based on the hash code it generates, it identifies the one of the bucket of 16 indexes, and based on that, like, it will go and add the data in the node available in that particular position.
In that particular position, it will create a node object, and while creating a node object, it will pass the hash code, key object, value object, and address of next node. And once it creates a node object, it will put that in the index that is calculated, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Can someone tell me what is the logic to create to get the hash code of a string object? I have told you how to calculate a hash code for a string object, right? How it is different from normal.
For normal, as we saw the yesterday's example, like a as a ASCII key, divide by 16, whatever the reminder is there, we are stored in the bucket of that number.
You are asking about finding out the index. I'm asking about why the 65 is coming as a hash code for string. Why not? Generally, we get some big number, right? But for string, we are getting 65. How is it getting calculated, and what is the logic behind it?
Okay.
String class will override the hash code in it, and it has its own implementation of giving the number 65. Like, for example, if we say there is a formula for it.
The basic logic behind this here is a string class has overridden a hash code method, correct?
Yeah.
Now, in your class also, you want something to be changed. Then what you need to do? You also need to override hash code, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the basic principle is overriding of hash code method. And the logic is, there is a formula. S of 0 multiplied by 31 to the power of n minus 1 plus S of 1 multiplied by 31 to the power of n minus 2. Okay. So this is a way to calculate a hash code. Now, based on this only, if you know that two hash codes are same, those are not equal objects, correct?
Yes.
So just give me one quick question of core Java. String S equal to A. Okay. String S1 equal to new string of A. Now, sys out S equal to S1. What is the output from line number 11?
It should be false.
Okay. Why it is false? Let's look at S dot hash code and S1 dot hash code. What is the output from line number 11 and 12?
From line number 11, it should be 65.
Okay.
And S1 should be something greater than 65, like some random number.
Why? What is an S1? It is also a string class, correct? That means you will go to the string class. And do you have a hash code method here? Hash code, right? They have overridden. Both will display 65 only. Both are string objects only, right? There's
Yeah.
nothing different, right? The way you are creating a string object is different, but can I say both are string objects only?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So then what is the reason here I'm getting this one? See, now here hash codes are different. Correct? Sorry, hash codes are same. Then s equal to s1 should be true, right?
Okay, so maybe the address reference would be different in both the cases.
Okay. Any other answers, anyone?
Sir, your equals method is so, I mean, references are checked here.
Yeah. So when you are saying double equals, no one, you might have read that if the hash code is same, it may or may not be the objects are same, correct? You might have read in one statement in blocks or any core Java, if the hash code of two objects are same, it does not mean that both the objects are pointing it to a same location. It may or it may not, right?
Yes.
Now, when you say double equals will compare memory reference. Okay. Now, I'm not telling that double equals will compare the hash code, but double equals will compare memory reference. Now, whenever you say line number string s equal to a, where will it be stored?
String constant pool.
String constant pool, right? So in this is a heap area. Inside heap, there will be a string constant pool. Okay, this is a SCP. SCP stands for string constant pool. Now here A is stored. And this A is pointing it to what variable? What reference? S, correct?
Yes.
Done. Now next you are creating string S1 equal to new string of A. Now where this will be stored?
Heap memory.
Yeah, whenever you're creating an object, it doesn't matter whether it's a string object, employee object, department object, any object that you're creating with a new keyword, that will be stored in the heap memory. So that somewhere here, see, it is a heap, not in a inside SCP. It is a heap memory inside a heap memory. For A, again, the memory will be created. Now you tell me now what did I say? Double equals will compare the memory references. Now, do you think that from the diagram, is S and S1 are pointing into a same memory or different memory?
Different
Different.
memory.
So hence, this S equal to S1 will return false. Don't think that both the double equals will compare the hash code. Double equals will compare the memory reference. Okay. Now, what is the output of this? S dot equals S1. What is the output?
True.
It's written true.
The reason dot equals will compare the content. So what is the content of string S? A. What is the content of S1? A. Both are same? Yes. Double equals will compare the content. This one, sorry, my mistake. Dot equals will compare the content. Double equals will compare the memory reference. Yeah. Now after this, if I do S equal to or S1 equal to A. Now and then I will print these two. Now what is the output of line number 16 now? Now what happens? Can I do like this first of all? Line number 15, S1 equal to A. S1 is a string object first. It was pointing it to capital A, heap memory. Now later I am doing S1 equal to capital A. Can I do like this?
Yeah, we can do it.
Yes.
Yeah, then what is the output of line number 16?
Then it will be true.
Why it is true?
Because now it is so they will have the same address memory because like it will point to the same string pool. Both the objects will point to the same string.
String is immutable. You cannot change the content, right? If you're changing, then it becomes immutable, right? Here, now my question is, are you so whenever you're playing with a string, still string should be a immutable object. So now are you preserving that feature? By doing S1 equal to A, are you preserving the string is immutable feature or not? Your answer is right. I need an explanation for that. I mean, everyone will tell you the answer, but how do you know whether you get it correctly or not, whether you know the concept or not? That's the question.
Yes, sir. We are just changing the reference here.
Yeah. So whenever you say S1 equal to A, earlier S1 is pointing you to what? Capital A. But what is the location? Heap memory. But now whenever you say S1 equal to small a, now you are changing the reference, correct? Now that means this S1 will be no longer, now what is this? Equal to A means It's a literal, correct? String literal. So what every time whenever you're creating a string literal, first what compiler will do for A in the string constant pool, do you have a memory already allocated? Yes. Then it won't create a new one. So it will remove the reference from here. That means you are not changing the content. Look at here. You're not changing the content of heap memory. You are changing the reference. See, S1 will be pointing. Now S equal to S1. Are they pointing to the same memory location?
Yes.
Yes. Then it will return true. Now let's quickly run it. See, first false, true, true, true. Correct? Okay. Now this is not a topic, but since I am just explaining. Just be careful with these questions.
Karthik, one question.
Yeah.
So when you say that like we need to preserve the quality of the immutable of string, right? Like we are assigning the literal A itself. Like earlier the value was A. Again we are assigning the value as literal A. So
yeah.
So the value is still same. Okay. So what will happen if we assign the value B? Like I know.
Yeah.
That
So whenever you say A or whenever you create a string literal, what does the compiler will do is, first of all, in what is the value you are assigning? Trying to do it in line number 9?
A.
Capital A, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So what compiler will do is, with this capital A, is there any object that is already present in string constant pool? First time. Do you have any? No. First time. So it is creating A and then it is pointing it to S. Done. Now, next time, what are you doing? S1 equal to capital A. Now, at this point of time, also, the JVM or compiler will look at, for capital A in string constant pool, do you have an object already? Yes. Then it will not create a new object. It will point it. Okay. For example, if you say that S1 equal to capital B. Now, do you have a capital B object in a string constant pool? No. If no, then it will create a new object and then that S1 will be pointing. Now later, if you say string S3 equal to B. Now from line number 16, will it create a new memory? It will check first of all. Value is B. With a capital B, do you have a memory in the string constant pool? Yes. Then it will point that S3 here. But the same thing will not happen with a new keyword. Whenever you're creating an object with a new keyword, even though value is same, it's a new. That means you are allocating a new memory. So that is a difference between a string constant pool and the string object. Whenever you're creating a new object with a new keyword, even though value is same or different, it will create a new memory every time. So that means if you create like this, S4, okay. Now, again, it will create one more A and then it will point it to S4, even though value is same, because you are using a new keyword. What is the work of new keyword? Every time it will allocate a new memory. But if you are using a string literal, what the literal will do in the string constant pool, do you have an object with that value? If yes, then it will point to that object. Hope you get it. Yeah. Now let's look at, come back to the hash map. In the hash map, yesterday we have seen the put method implementation, and we have seen, so whenever I'm trying to insert h dot put b comma 980, what is the hash code of A? 65, and it is coming at a index as 4. Now for B, the value is coming as a 66. Now the hash codes are different, yes or no?
Yes.
If the hash codes are same, the object may or may not be same, correct? But if the hash codes are different, can I say for sure the objects are different?
Yes.
Whatever you are inserting, yes. Now, so 66 divided by 16 will give you 4. That means already at 4, one node object is present, and you are trying to insert another node object. This problem is referred as, what is the concept name?
Hash collision.
Yeah, hash collision. So in case of hash collision, the linked list, till before 1.7, the hash map used to follow the linked list approach. That means at this position, it will create one more list object, and then this object address will be stored here. Okay. Now, how to create a linked list, how to store this address, you will get to know when we are discussing about a linked list. Don't worry about that. Now, so this is about this one. Now, we have a get method also. Now, what I will do is hashmap dot get, and I'm giving B. Okay. Now, how does the get method works in array list? How does get method works in array list?
You pass the index based upon the index.
Okay, so list L dot get, you will pass an index. Then directly you know that index you are passing second as an index. Internal data structure is array, and from that array you will pass 2, and then you will get the object. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. But here in the hash map, what am I passing? Am I passing an index?
No.
Because I do not know in which index it may store, right? It is not a indexed based. Now I am passing a key. From this key, can I say where this key is stored? Correct? How do I know whether in which index the key is stored? What is the logic? What is the calculation I should do?
Yeah, based on the hash code, what
Yeah,
it
the
generates.
same thing, whatever I am doing during the insertion, like first get the hash code for the key and then try to do the some logic and then try to find out an index. The same 2 steps I need to do, correct? Now, what is the hash code for B? 66. And then divided by 16 will give you index. Now, can I say that now you identified the index? Yes. Now, once you identify the index, 4, at 4th index, how many nodes are there now? 4th index, how many nodes are there in this diagram?
There are 2 nodes.
2 nodes, correct? Now, how do you know that I should go for second one? Why not first one?
Because we are also storing the hash code in the nodes.
Yes. Then in the get method, in order to verify your object, what you need to do first? What is the hash code of your key? 66. What is the hash code stored in the first object of 4th index? 65. Is it matching? 66 equal to 65. Is it matching?
No.
That means the first one is not your object that you are not interested, correct? Then now by taking this address, so what the next node, there is a second node. How do you go to this node? This node address is stored here, correct? By taking this address, you can go to this node and then you can check the hash code. In the second node, what is the hash code? 66. And what is the hash code you are interested in? 66. Is it matching? Yes. But if the hash code is matched, does it mean that objects are same?
No.
No. Then what should I check? What is my key? B.
B.
You are also storing the key in the node. Here also key is B. So B equal to B. Is your key is also same?
Yeah.
Then the value will be retrieved. So what is the value stored? 980. So 980 will be written back here. So this is how the get method works. The get method internally, the get method takes a key object. So the fundamental idea is we do not know where the B is stored. Now what you need to do, you need to calculate the hash code for B and then do some calculation. For example, to understand it is divided by 16. You'll know the index, but at this index, there may be more than one object is present. So you need to compare the hash code first. If the hash code is same, then compare the key. If the key is same, then retrieve the value. Now let's look at whether the same logic is present in the get method or not. I'm going to the hashmap.class get. See, can I say, is this a object key? Right. Now internally what they are calling get node of key. They are passing, look at here, get node of key method. They are passing a key. So what is it? Let's see. For the key, if you look at here first, they are calculating index and then trying to find out a what do you call in which index, right? Now hash of key will give you, see, their key dot hash code and then divided by something, it will give you the index. Now go back. Sorry. Yeah. Now after that, in this line number 569, if you look at here, what are they doing? First dot hash. What is the first? It's a node array, right? Now first dot hash equal to your hash. That means if the hash is same, then what are they comparing? See, and. Okay. Now key dot k is nothing but your object and the key. If both are same, then they are retrieving the value, right? You can also look at here also. E dot hash equal to hash. If the hash is same, they are checking for the key. If the key is also same, then they will return the value. So now the question, sir, how can I take this node, address of second node, and then go to this one? So this is a linked list. So you will get to know how to store the address here, how to go to the next node and all in the linked list concept. Just bear with me for another 1 or 2 days. Once we complete the concurrent modification exception, sorting the hash map by value, sorting the hash map by keys, and then hash set, will go into a linked list. That time it will be clear to you. Hope you get it, guys. Any questions, concerns? Shall I repeat anything?
Net method, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, once can I explain the get method?
Get method. Okay. So in the get method, you are passing a key, correct? But how are we storing the data in the index? So in order to get an index, first, whatever the key that you have given, you need to calculate the hash code. Once you calculate the hash code divided by 16 will give you the index 4. Now at this index, 4 index, 2 objects are present, correct? 2 node objects are present. Now, how do you know which node object to be taken? You need to calculate the hash code. The first node hash code is 65 and your node object is hash code is 66. Is it matching? No. Once it is matching, then you will check whether the keys are also same. If the keys are also same, then the value will be retrieved. That is what happening here. See, if the hash is same and the key is same, actually equals, they are checking the equals. Here, it is comparing the location, and here it is comparing the content, and then returning E. That means whenever they are returning E is an object, and in the down, they will give you E dot get value. They are returning E, and in the next method, they will check. See, here once you got this one, if it is not null, then they will return E dot value. See, because in the hash map, in this node object, I have to, what is the node object is storing? Key and value, correct? E dot value is the one they are returning. Hope you get it, Arshit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any questions, anyone? Shall we move forward or should I explain anything? We write everything like whatever I'm saying, that linked list, right? We create what is a linked list, internal data structure. We will write a custom linked list, everything like we have written a custom array list, right? We will write custom linked list also, but just wait for some time for that. Okay, I take that silence as no questions. Let's move. And we'll get, while discussing the linked list, linked list, in linked list, we'll do the remove method also. That time you will understand how to remove. Okay. Now let's quickly look at what is hash set. Map does not allow duplicates, correct? Duplicate keys. Does the
Yes.
map allow duplicate keys?
No.
No. Okay, now let me ask you. How do you know that it's a duplicate key in the map? Let me create a new class. Okay.
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yep.
In Hashmap, you said the internal algorithm is a node array, sir.
Mm.
Is it what is the difference between the hash table or node array? Both are same or different?
No. Hash table is different. Hash table was there initially in the initial versions of Java,
Okay,
but
sir.
there was a performance issue, and then they came to a hash map. I'll explain that later. Okay, let me complete this one. Okay.
Sure. Sir.
Yeah. Now, let me print m dot size. Now, can someone tell me what is the output of line number 14?
2.
Why 2?
Because the line number 11 will be replaced with the line number 13.
Okay.
Because the C keys are same.
Okay. How do you know that the keys are same? Don't tell me that, sir, this is A, this is A. That human brain is so intelligent that by looking at it, you are able to understand. But does Java goes by alphabets? Does your JVM or compiler JVM will understand this A capital letters, or how it will understand?
Sir, equals
Based
method.
on
Check here.
Hashcode and
Ba-
equals method.
Yeah.
Both
So-
sky value is same.
whatever the
So-
put method mechanism you explained, first hash code, then index, and then the same equal method, it will check.
So that means in the hash map, internally, the duplicate keys are not allowed in the hash map. That means we should tell to Java, there should be some logic to identify the duplicate keys, correct? See, here, simply you will say, sir, A is there and again A is coming. But you are understanding that A is a duplicate because you know English. But Java or JVM doesn't know English, right? Do you think that JVM understand the code by English? No, it will understand the .class file, correct? .class file does not contain English, right? So now, how does the Java will understand that it's a duplicate? You need to tell that. Now, how the duplicate check will be identified is by having the hash code and equals contract. By looking at the hash code and equals method, the hash map will identify whether the objects are duplicate or not. Okay. Now this is good. You are telling. Now you tell me. Now I am creating, instead of creating key as a string, I will create a employee. Okay. EMP map. Now EMP map dot add. Sorry. Put. Now first one, what is that? New employee. 1, 2, 3. Employee name is Karthik and salary is 10,000. Okay. The key is I'm putting a employee ID 1, 2, 3. Let me add two more employees. Third one is 1, 2, 4. Ajay and 20,000 and 1, 2, 4. This is a value. The key is a employee object and the value is an integer object. Now let's do the size. In the size, EMP map.size. What is the size now? Is it 2 or 3?
3.
Or 0?
3.
Why 3?
2. It should be 2, I think.
Because in the employee class, there will means if hash code and equals is not overridden, then it will 3.
Okay. Now the other person who is telling 2, how it is 2?
Because the content in line number 19 and 20 are same. So
Yeah. See here, as of now, just now I told, does Java go by content? Now you have a intelligence saying that you, by looking at this one, in line number 19, employee ID is 1, 2, 3, employee name is Karthik. In line number 20, employee ID is 1, 2, 3, employee name is Karthik. As a human, you know that if the employee ID and employee name are same, they are duplicate employees, correct? I think, is
Yes,
it Rajshekar?
Yeah, it's me, Raju.
Yeah, Raju. But does Java know that if the employee ID and employee name is same, I should consider it as a duplicate? Does Java know that?
No.
You understand the point now?
I got it.
Yeah. So as a human, you are telling, but Java doesn't know. How does the Java identifies that it's a duplicate or not? It will call by looking at the hash code and equals method contract. It will look at it, right? Now, whenever you call the put method, what happens internally? It will calculate the hash code, correct? Yeah. Once it is calculating a hash code, what did I tell you just now? whenever you're creating a new, always, even though the content is same and all, new method, new keyword will create a new object always, correct? See, somewhere it has created a new object, employee 123, comma Karthik, and it is pointing some locate E, and it is some 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 0, some hash code. Now, again, next time when you call, do you get a different hash code or same hash code?
Different.
Different, because it's a new, again, one more object it will be creating, correct? Content is same, but object is different, correct?
Yes.
So when the hash code is different, can I say this will be stored in a different location?
Yes.
Maybe a same index or different index, but the node objects are different, correct?
Yes.
I hope you are able to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, can I say now, because though you are giving a same content, it does not mean that objects are same, right? Because the Java does not understand the content. See, someone should tell Java that, hey, if the employee IDs are same, consider that it is a duplicate, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Let's run the program and see. See, the size is 3. Does everyone understand, first of all, why the size is 3? Any questions, anyone? Yes, let me know. I'm happy to explain again. If you don't understand, this is a basic thing. If you don't understand, further will be difficult to understand. Okay, now instead of putting the like this, let me put here. Now, so let me create employee E. Even E. Now, even. Now you tell me, what is the size? Is it 3 or 2?
3.
It is still 3 only, because you are you are creating a E object and even object also with the same data. But if I print E dot hash code, what is the value? Some number. Even dot hash code. Even dot hash code. What is the value it will give? Some different number, correct? See, it is still 3. See, hash codes are different. Now, if I print sys out E equal to even, what do you think? What is the output?
False.
False.
Why false?
Because the
Hash
memory
code.
reference
Hash
is-
code also.
That is what I told just now. Double equals will not compare the hash code, right?
Memory references.
Double equals will compare the memory reference. Is E and even, are they pointing you to a different memory location?
Yes.
Yes. So, see, the hash code may be same or may not be same, correct? But the locations it will, see, if you look at the hash code, it will compare the hash code. Whatever the example just now I told, see here the hash code is same, correct? A hash code is same, S1 equal to A. See, S and S1, both the hash codes are 65. But will it give S double equal to S1? Will it give true?
No.
So that is what I told. Double equals will compare memory reference, correct? Now here, what do you think? S1, S equal to E equal to E1. The content is same, but the objects are pointing at the same memory location?
No, different memory location.
No. That means, though you are giving the same name, the Java will not treat that as a same employee. Now I want you to write a program to add unique employee objects as key. Uniqueness can be identified. Uniqueness can be identified by employee ID. This is my question I'm asking. Now, in this example, if the employee ID is same, employee name is same, if you're just like that using this hash map, it is not giving you the duplicate check, correct? Because this is a different employee, this is a different employee. Because Java by default does not know that if the employee name is same and if the employee ID is same, it should be a duplicate. It does not know. Now, I'm asking you guys to write a program to add unique employee objects as a key. So that means what does it mean? Now I should get a employee size as 2. What do you guys do?
We need to override the equals method in the employee class.
Only equals?
And
And
should we change the key? So key
Hashcode also.
hashcode.
So we need to override equals and hashcode. Now let's look at here. Now whenever you're calling a put method, internally what does the put method is doing? It will calculate it will call the put method. In the put method, while calculating the hash code, is it calling the hash code method? Key dot hash code. Now if my key is string, where it will go, the hash code method, will it go to object class or will it go to string class? Okay, I repeat my question again. Now here, what is my key? What is the key object?
String.
So in the put method, what is the first thing I will do? Calculate a hash code for a string key, correct? First calculate the hash code for key. Now, whenever I'm trying to calculate a hash code, I will be calling a hash code method. Now, in this example, which class hash code method will be called? Is it a string class or is it a object class?
String class.
String only.
Because in the string you have overridden, correct? Yeah. Now, let's look at after that in this put value method. Yeah, let's go to put value method. In the put value method, apart from, are you also calling the dot equals method?
Yes.
Now, when I say dot equals, where will it go? Will it go to a dot equals method of object class or dot equals method of string class?
String class.
Why? In the string, because in the string class, they have overridden the dot equals method, right?
Right.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. Let's go to. So now, see here. In the string class, they have overridden the dot equals method also. What does it mean? That means in order to tell the duplicate check to a Java, you need to override equals and hash code method together. So now, by looking at the equals and hash code, the Java Hashmap is identifying that it's a duplicate object and not inserting. Now, similarly, now what I'm doing, I have to give the duplicate employees. Now I should tell Java that consider if the employee ID is same, consider it as a duplicate. Then what should I do? I should go to my employee class, override hash code method. If I'm overriding hash code, now by default, it is calling the hash code method of object class and it is giving some random number. Now, if I'm calling now, can I say now I have overridden the hash code method of employee? Can I say now did I override the hash code method in an employee class?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Now whenever I call the put method, what did I tell you? For the given key, we need to calculate a hash code. Now, what is the key now? Speak with me, guys. Employee object. For this employee object, I will call the hash code method. Now you tell me, will it call the object class hash code method or employee class hash code? Okay. Employee class. Now, what it is returning in the hash code method?
It is written in the employee ID.
So that means what you will get here? What is the hash code for this employee?
Employee ID.
What is that?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Next time you are calling again put method. Okay. Now here I am passing again even. Now what is the even employee? Now here also for even I should calculate a hash code. Where it will go now?
Then again 1, 2, 3.
Same hash
So
code.
it will go to the employee class and again I got the hash code as same. Correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Now my hash codes are same, but the objects are same.
We cannot guarantee.
Yes. Now what is the size now? If I run the program, what is the size you think? 2 or 3? It will be 3. The reason is, it will be 3. The reason is you have overridden the hash code only, correct? Now the hash codes are same, but if you look at the predefined logic, when do you consider 3? Hash code should be same, key should be same, and then this dot equals also should same, right? Correct? Now, have you overridden? So that means internally in the put value method, can I say it is also calling the dot equals method?
Yes.
Now, have you overridden the dot equals method in your employee class?
No.
No.
Now, then it will, for dot equals method, where it will go? Object
Object
class.
class.
Object class.
So do you think that these two objects are equal? When the objects are equal, when they are pointing it to a same memory location, correct? Dot equals method of object class does not compare the content, correct? The object class, see, see, in the object class equals method, what are they comparing? Are they comparing the content of an object or
They are
Memory and
comparing the references.
reference? And when this will be true? When both the objects are pointing it to a same memory location, correct?
Yes.
Here, though you are overriding the hash code, does these objects are pointing it to a same memory location?
No, they
No.
are pointing to different.
That means you have, that means what is the meaning here? If in the interview they will ask you, why should I override an hash code and equals together, right? The answer for that is, if you over hash code and equals is, that is the reason hash code and equals is called as a contract. Okay. Now, if you override only hash code, your class hash code method will be called done. But whenever in the hash map internally put method, it is also calling the dot equals method. Then for the dot equals, since you have not overridden, it will go to the object class method, dot equals method. And there you are checking the objects are equal or not by the content,
Reference.
by reference.
Memory
So this will, what this will return? It will return false, correct?
Yeah.
So once it returning false, then it will think that it's a new object, and then the size is coming as 3. Now, in order to consider that it's a duplicate object, what should I also override? Equals method.
Equals
Correct?
method.
Yeah.
Means it's mandatory to override both the methods, sir, at a time.
So that is the reason. See, when I say it's a contract, if you are doing, you need to do both. If you don't do, your what you call, your output will not be desirable, what you think. Okay. Now here, what is the logic I should write? What did I say just now? If the two
Reference.
employees are having same employee ID, then I should consider it as a duplicate, correct? I don't need to look at the memory reference and all, right?
Yeah.
What is my logic? If the two employees are having same employee ID, then I should consider it as a duplicate. I don't need to worry about whether are they pointing it to a same memory location or different memory location, etc. So now what I'm doing in the equals, I will say employee E equal to, I will do the typecasting. Employee. See, I got the OBJ, correct? I am doing a typecasting. Now, can I say here E dot get employee ID equal to this dot employee ID. This is nothing but a current object, correct? If this is true, what should I return? Return true. If not, return false, correct?
Yes,
Now I have overridden the equals method. Now, what do you think? Now here, whenever I'm calling this put method, first it will calculate the hash code and it is giving you 1, 2, 3. Done. Whenever you see, for the first time, for the first element, you don't need to call the equals method, right? Because only one element is there. When do you go for equals? When more than one element, correct? From the second time onwards, you are calling a put method. First calculate, it will calculate the hash code 1, 2, 3, done. And then according to this, what it will do? It will go to the equals. But will it now, since I have overridden the equals method, will it go to the object class equals method or employee class equals method?
Employee class.
Employee.
Now, what is the logic you have written in employee class? What is the hash code you got? E dot get a employee ID is 1, 2, 3. And here also you are getting 1, 2, 3. Then what it is returning?
True.
Whenever it is returning true, see here, if what this condition, it is returning true. If this entire condition is true, E equal to P, that means are they creating a new object? No. They are passing the existing object, correct?
Yeah.
The value will be overridden. So that is what here, see, this one is 1, 2, 3. This one is, let us take 1, 2, 8. So the second, now what is the size I will get? I will get the size as 2 because this key is duplicate. See, I am getting 2. Now let's see whether, let's put a breakpoint in the hash code method of employee class and see whether it is getting called or not. Okay. Now let's debug it. Now let's okay, put value method also.
Sir, what happens if we override only equals method?
That is what, it will not work. I told just now, right? If you override only one method, only equals or only hash code, For the remaining method, it will go to the object class, correct?
That is meant for reference component.
Yeah. Then you don't get the desirable output, correct? See, if you, in this example, if you don't override the equals method, where will, for equals implementation, where it will go? The one who asked a
Object
question.
class.
Object class, correct? Whenever it is going to your object class, what is the logic of object class equals method? It is not, is it checking a content? No, it is checking whether they are pointing it to same memory location or not, correct? But are these objects are pointing it to same memory location? No. No, that means it, so hash code should be same and the equals method should return true. Then only the hash map will consider it as a duplicate object, correct? But here in this scenario, equals method will return false. That is the reason you need to override equals also. Once you override equals, then what are you? You are overriding. That means you can write your own logic. Now, in the equals, what is you are checking in the hash code employee ID. In the equals also, if the employee ID is same, you are not considering whether the objects are pointing to the same memory location or different location. You are checking the employee ID. If it is same, then you are returning true. Now let's debug and see. So let's put from line number 23, debug as Java application. So let's remove this breakpoint and then I'll come to that later. Let's remove this as well. Let's remove this as well. Okay. Now look at here. First emp.map.put. Where it will go first? Hashmap put method, correct? Let's put a breakpoint. Is it coming? Yes. Now whenever you're calling a hash, internally it is calling hash of key. Where it will go, you think? Will it go to your object class hashcode method or employee class hashcode method?
Employee class.
Employee class. Let's see here. I'm putting a breakpoint and I'm clicking F6. See, it has come into the hash method. From here, key.hashcode. That means it will go to the employee class. Let's see. See, is it coming into employee class hashcode method? Because I have overridden. Now what it will return? Hashcode is 1, 2, 3. Correct? Done. Done. Okay, now it is stored. Now I am trying to insert the second one. Okay, second object. Now, if you look at second object, again, it is calling the hash code. What is the hash code? It is giving you the hash code. Same 1, 2, 3. Done. Now, so from here, you will go to the put value method, correct? Let's put a breakpoint in the put value method. Okay. Now, if you debug further, see here. Now, if you see from this line, p dot, see, what is the p? Let's see. Yeah. Your object. What is the employee ID? 1, 2, 3. Your hash is, I mean, both hash is same, correct? Now, this is also same. Now, from here, can I say key dot equals? Now, when I say dot equals, where it, which class dot equals method will be called?
Overridden employee.
Employee class, correct? Now, let's see here. Let's go to the employee class and put a breakpoint. Yes, it is there. See, from this line, where it went with, see, employee. What is the e dot get employee ID? 1, 2, 3. What is the this dot employee ID? 1, 2, 3. Are these matching? Yes. Then what it is returning? True. Once it is returning true, so can I say what is the next line it will execute? See, E equal to P. That means what is a P is an object that is already present, correct? Are you adding a new element? See, you are not calling a new element. You are overriding. That means by looking at the equals and hashcode contract, Hashmap will identify the duplicate element. Now, once it is identified, what it will do? It will override the value, correct? See here, E not equal to null. What is the old value in the Hashmap? What is the old value you have added? 1, 2, 3. And this will be overridden with a 128 because it's a duplicate, correct? See, what is the old value? Let's see here. 123, correct? Okay. Now, what you are overriding? See, E dot value here 123. See, 128 is assigned. See, E dot value equal to new value, correct? It is not null, so you are adding a new value. Then, hope you understand now.
Yes.
So now this is very important. In the interview, they don't ask you how the hash map will do the duplicate check. They'll ask you, why should I override hash code and equals contract together? What happens if I override only hash code? What happens if I only override equals? The answer is, if you override one method and for the other method, it will go to the object class implementation. Object class implementation is not according to your user defined, correct? Hence, you need to override together. And now, how does the hash map identifies the duplicate element? It will not go by the English, correct? If the content is here, by looking at, you are saying that 123 Karthik, 123 Karthik is same, it will identify. No, just now we have seen the hash map will identify the element or the object, key object is duplicate or not by looking at the implementation of hash code and equals method. Hope you guys understand.
Yes.
Any questions, concerns?
Sir, the last conclusion statement you spoke, right? Can you repeat once again? Conclusion statements. Yeah.
So in the interview, they might be asking, what happens if I override the hash code and why not if I don't override equals? Or out of these two methods, I will override one method only. I don't override the other. What will happen? The thing here, if you override one method, either equals or hash code, for the other method implementation, where it will go? It will go to the object class, correct? The object class implementation is not according to your logic, correct? See, what is my logic here? If employee ID is same, I should consider it as a duplicate element. But in the equals method of object class, is it same? Is it looking at the employee ID? No. That means if you don't override one method, for that method implementation, it will go to the object class. So in the object class, generalized logic is there. So because of which you will not get a desired output. So that is the reason you need to override a hash code and equals method together. And how does hash map will identify the duplicate key object? By looking at the hash code and equals method implementation. In the interview, they'll ask you, write a program to add unique employee objects to a hash map as a key. Then in the unique employee object, employee class, you need to override hash code and equals. Okay. Chiro, I hope you understand now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fine, sir. In the online, this kind of information is not there, sir. We will be searching for the interview questions, right? This kind of explanation and thanks, sir, for that.
Yep. So that is the reason I got some good name, right? if you already got it, then you wouldn't come to my class, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
It all depends on the way you learn. I learned in this way, then I understood it. I just wanted to share it with everyone. Okay. So if no question, that's all for today. And if anybody is interested, so today is the last day, guys. We are not going to extend further. I mean, from Monday onwards, all of you have enrolled candidates, please join through the portal. In the Ashok IT portal, they might have told you how to join it. I request you to please join through there. Does anyone need any enrollment information, how to do enroll to a class, etc.? Or are you already aware of it? Whoever is interested to enroll. I'll just quickly share this information. For those who are watching in YouTube, if you are interested, if you did not get an email, yeah, just give me a minute. Let me complete it. So this is the email, guys, where you can see all the previous demo classes. And you can take, this is the way to enroll. You can transfer the fee on this Google Pay number on NEFT account and send an email to this Gmail. And you will be considered as enrolled. You will receive an email and then you will be added to a WhatsApp group. Okay. If you have not get an email, just take a screenshot of this. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, from Java 8 onwards, they're replacing linked list to linked list, right? Why they're replacing?
Yeah, first of all, you need to know what is the problem in the linked list, right? As of now, I told they are internally using linked list. There is a problem that is called a performance issue. Yeah. In order to overcome the performance issue, they are replacing with a B tree. That you will get to know once you know the linked list.
Okay, sir.
Because you need to know linked list, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's the reason I did not explain.
Sir, we have classes from Monday to Friday, right?
Yeah, Monday to Friday. Yes. And if due to any of my meetings, if I do not take any class during Monday to Friday, or if you think that if I think that we are lagging behind the schedule, then I'll put a class on weekend, Saturday, but I will let you know that in advance. I'll be punctual, guys. I will be joining the class on time. 99% I will be on time to the class before you guys join. And then I'll try to close the entire course as mentioned time, like within 3 to 3.5 months, I told, right? On the time I will be closing. Because I respect your time. At the same time, my time is also valuable, right? So you guys are working, you have to catch a bus or cab, you have to, there are so many other commitments and all. So that's the reason I don't delay it. 99% I don't do. If there is for example, some people are asking a questions, then I have to explain. So because of that, one or two classes will go behind. Then I'll try to put a class over the weekend and then try to cover it. Okay. So, yeah. Was there a question, Chiru?
Sir, I typed, sir. I typed, sir. If you can read my question.
Yeah, in material for interview part. So
Why?
there is
Because
no
course,
specific material for my interview, guys.
not
Whatever
for
the course I
interview, sir.
teach, yeah.
This one only. Why? Because if we wait for the course to complete, it takes till August or something, right?
No.
But
I'll share the note material.
okay.
Don't worry. I'll share. Have you enrolled for this group?
No, sir. Today I will be doing, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'll share these notes in the Ashok IT portal. Whoever
Okay.
has enrolled for this course, they can download it.
Entire thing will be there, sir.
Yes,
Entire.
entire collections will be there.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir. That's all.
Yeah. So just give me a minute, guys. I'll just be on the line. I'll be uploading the notes to the Ashok IT portal. Let me stop recording.
On Ashok IT portal means we need to log in by our credential and
Yeah,
then
you might have received one call from the Ashok IT, right? Whenever you pay the amount.
yes.
They will share username and password, everything through emails only, sir.
Yeah. They will call you and tell you what is the process to look at the recordings, to join the everyday class, correct?
But for me, for other courses, we will be clicking on one link. It will redirect to that Ashok IT, that log where our recordings will be there. It will straight away redirect, sir. That link they
Yes,
will be
yes.
sharing.
So that is about recordings. I'm talking about the class. How do you join the everyday class?
For other course, I will tell, sir. There only regular class link also will be
Link
there.
will be there. Yes. The
Both
same
will be
thing
there,
will
sir.
be here. So for
Yes.
that, you need to have the Ashok IT username password.
Yes.
Whenever you enroll for the course, they will be sending you that username password or something. You just need to log in with that. So you just check your email. If you don't get it, I mean, you might get it because that is a general process they'll do. Or if you might have deleted or not read that, look at the spam folder or not, then contact the Ashok ID. Okay. Guys who
Same.
enroll for this one, can you go and check your Ashok IT portal? I have added the notes.
Okay.
29 DSA. If whoever is enrolled, can someone quickly check? 29 DSA, the name of the course. If you click on the view notes, complete collection notes, I have added one PDF. And I'll try to share it in the WhatsApp group as well.
In my case, I clicked
In
on
your
the
case also, it should be there in the WhatsApp, right? I've shared it in the WhatsApp. You can take it from WhatsApp.
because in the view notes there is I'm not able to see that also.
Sir, portal we are not able to see, sir.
I think maybe it takes some time.
We have got
don't
the record saying complete collection notes topic, but
Yeah.
then the notes section it is saying NA not applicable. It's not yet uploaded.
Okay, maybe it takes some time. But I also shared in the group, guys. Can someone verify?
Yes, yes, we got
29 DSA.
Yes, yes. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. You can take it from there. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day. The next class will be on Monday, and you guys will be joining through portal. Thank you.